What is going on, everybody? Sorry about the delay. We just had, you know, it's every once in a while, you think hardware is gonna just crap out on you, and today was one of those days where at first we thought like our audio thing was gonna completely crap out on us, but in the end it wasn't, it was fine. And then a cable did crap out on us. So far we're down to like $5. So we're in the negative already for the show. I don't even know what to do at this point in time. We are panicked about it, all that sort of stuff. But anyway, guys, it is so super good to have you guys here. Welcome. I know it's been a while because we did QuakeCon, the last one, but you know, honestly, you got a 5-hour stream with the eBlaster stream. So in the end, I feel like you guys got a marathon and all that sort of stuff. I'm sorry about not streaming from QuakeCon. The thing that I learned about QuakeCon is there are what are called elite desks, and then there are what are regular desks, and the elite desks have more space. So Brian was actually there. It was pretty cramped. So to add like a light and a camera and all that sort of stuff would have been a little much. So definitely what I'll make sure is that next year I have an elite space, so that way I can stream from QuakeCon, because there was definitely times, and I actually ended up finishing Mafia Old Country from beginning to end actually at QuakeCon, which is pretty cool. So really cool. The eBlaster was great. I'm definitely compiling all my thoughts for the review, and so we'll have that out here pretty soon. But really impressed with that device, and honestly very impressed with the 27URX from MSI as well. So it was a really good time. My son and I had a good time. I got to hang out with Nay and Josh a lot, hanging out with the guys at AMD. Got to see BMOC, Zysten. We saw Riddick. We saw I'm an Idiot. Hobbs, we saw, yeah, there was actually quite a few people that actually ended up showing up, which was actually really cool. So very excited to see everybody, and we're back today, but this time with another small form factor build. Let's hope, wow, you're just changing random cameras. Let's hope that this one goes more better. That is right. That is really bad English. This one goes better. The other person who has returned for this is Brian is back. So hello, you guys have had a couple. You guys have had a couple shows with Connor, but Brian is back. So we're back doing a live show. Just excited to have you here. And today we're going to be building in this right here, the Fractal Terra. Guys, how is the music volume? It feels like I've turned mine up a little bit, which I have controlled, but I want to make sure you guys, it's not too. I did not. Okay, people are saying, okay, seems fine, good. All right, so we're gonna be building inside of this right here, the Fractal Terra build. We're doing a $2,700 SFF build using a 9800X3D and a 5080. Now, this build is for the name, Blondie, if you mind putting it up. This is a commission build. The one thing I will say is that we think that this is all gonna be fine from a thermal standpoint. We've done some testing, but the other thing too is that we have basically said that if we get to the point where we need to change this out to like a 9700X or something like that, he's completely aware. But Steven's excited. So we're gonna get this done today so we can get it tested and all that stuff. And I've got two different coolers that we're gonna be playing with. I think we're just gonna stick with the CU one, the C5, and then we'll play with some stuff at PBO and all that sort of stuff to get the temperatures to run where it needs to specifically. So should be a really. Oh, and Vivian McDaniel was there too. Yeah, that's right. And he was. We got to see him too. So thank you, BVM, for chiming in on that. All right, so let's talk about what we're putting inside of this. Starting with the CPU. Is anybody surprised? The Ryzen 7 and 9800X 3D. This is a beautiful CPU. We're talking 8-core, 16-thread CPU with an X3D with a new X3D cache, which actually, funny enough, we spent some time with. Oh yeah, that does that sometimes. Oh, there it is. It's back. No, it's not. Is it back? No, wait. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yeah, so we actually got to spend some time with Splave, which it's funny enough, he gave me thermal paste and I forgot to bring it. And we overclocked. We actually did dry ice sub-ambient overclocking with a 9950X3D, which was actually super cool. Anyway, it was really excited about that. That's something you can do with these that you can't necessarily do with the regular X3D chips, the 7000 series and stuff like that. So this is the cool thing about the 9800X3D. Not that he will be doing any overclocking inside of the Fractal Terra. That is not going to be a thing. But anyway, very cool. For motherboard, given fun times and all that sort of stuff, love these motherboards. B850i Lightning Wi-Fi. This is the Phantom Gaming B850. One thing I really like about this is the BIOSes for PBO and all that sort of stuff. So we should have the kind of control we need to make sure that the temperatures stay what they need to do. With B850, you obviously have Gen 5 in terms of the single PCIe slot on this. You've got 10 plus 1 phase power. You've also got, you could do a Gen 5 NVMe install. It's got tons of I/O. Should be a beautiful board, and it's gonna, not that you'll see it because it's not inside of something that you'll see, but all in all, it's gonna work and it's gonna be great. So there's our motherboard. For our RAM, we're using the G.Skill Flare X5 DDR5. This is DDR5 6000 CL36 with 1.35 volts, so should be totally fine. We do have Expo timing on here, so we're going to be totally good in terms of that. This is their right ideal speed for what the folks over at AMD love. There's no RGB because this is a no frills. All of this stuff is hidden inside of the actual case, which is going to be awesome. For storage, we're using a 2 terabyte 990 Pro. So he's going to have plenty of room for his gaming and all that sort of stuff. So a Samsung 990, 2 terabyte 990 Pro. He will still have an additional NVMe slot if he wants to do that. It's just going to be on the backside. But yeah, this is but 2 terabytes, I'll be honest, does a pretty good job. You can install 37 copies of Rocket League if you want, or 1 copy of Battlefield 6, and maybe you'll be able to do half of an install of Grand Theft Auto 6. We'll have to see. So it's going to be crazy. Is my build good case white? Dexter, so my thing would be is versus asking me here on the show, which is really hard, obviously we're doing a live show and stuff like that, is go over to our Discord server, discord.gg/Robeytech. Great place to ask those questions. We have lots of people who love to ask it. Did he talk about QuakeCon? What happened to streaming there? So my face famous, I let people know that because of the space I was in, it was too cramped to run a camera and everything else. So I need to get, next year, I'm gonna get an elite space, that way I can stream from there. So that's what happened. But I did we did have videos, you got to see the LAN setup, all that sort of stuff. So I did put that out there, my space, on both YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and stuff like that as well. All right, so there's that. For the GPU, keeping it small, we have the Ventus 3X RTX 5080. So again, this is the single, it's a 2-card, small form factor fitting RTX 5080, which should be totally fine, which is why we chose this. For the cooler, we were going to use the Noctua NTA, but I know the cooling on that isn't going to be good enough. So we're actually switching over to the CryoRig C5 CU. This is a 180 watt TDP cooler. It still is going to fit in there. We want to make sure there's plenty of cooling power there. We'll have to play with it because in the E-Blaster it didn't perform as well as we'd hoped. So we're hoping to see better temps inside of this. Obviously we got to get it inside of the case and all that sort of stuff. But if we don't see the temps we want or we can't get them under control, we're going to go down to something a little bit less, what's the word I'm looking for? Less heat intensive. And Zenu, you are amazing. Thank you very much for the $20, man. I super appreciate the $20. There are no pipes, it's vapor chamber cooling. So that's the thing that's super cool about this. PC Guy 8088, thank you very much for the resub, 48 months, and then also Joshua Wood for the tier 3 sub. So thank you very much for all that stuff. Lastly, we got some small fans we're gonna try and get in here. We got a couple some Arctic Slim PWM PST fans that we're gonna throw in here just to see if we can get some additional airflow. It's always interesting when we have them. It just really comes down to cabling. I just literally dropped this. So it literally comes down to cabling. If we're gonna be able to do it, it's always kind of a little bit of a rough one. Oops, wow. This is it's all like blowing over because we have airflow today. So there we go, so there's our fans. And then lastly, the last thing is that should at some point in time there is a potential 5090 small form factor or something like that we can do in there. There's a V1100 SFX power supply, which will give plenty of power to make this work and all that sort of stuff. And all of that is inside of the Fractal Terra case. So it should be really cool. I was not a Butterfingers, it was falling on its own. I think I was Steady Fingers for sure. Okay, so let's just look at the parts list again, just so you guys can see it all listed out here. Like I said, AMD Ryzen 7 9000X3D and ASRock B850i Lightning motherboard. The graphics card is the MSI Ventus RTX 5080, Samsung 990 Pro 2 terabyte. We've got G.Skill Flare X5, 32 gig, 6000 mega transfer RAM. The Fractal Terra Mini ITX in graphite, which is going to be, I've never built in the graphite one. And then we have the Cooler Master V1100 SFX, but we're using a different cooler just to see if we can get that much more in there. You are right, the 5090 FE. You can do the 5090 FE. Those are like winning the lottery, let's be honest. So, Turdog, we've done them. I mean, I have a Tiki. The Tiki is a 5090 FE small form factor build. So, oh yeah, let's do that. Thank you very much. And then let's grab the glasses shot so we can do that. GT Beakerman saying hi, and here we go. We're gonna get all of this inside of that. Yeah. Okay, so let's get this all taken down and get our Mobo built. 5090 ITX, man? Are you mad? I like that. Okay, so cryo rig, 5080 right here. That 5080 is so light. I like it we just like throw this around because it's just so small. Like that's your case. Meanwhile,
comparatively, we're so used to like 70-pound rigs.
Yeah, the ones that we're typically used to. Yeah, so there you go. There you go. Dante has got a 5090 FE 9800X3D. So there you go. It's possible. Alan Lewis. Okay, maybe I'm working too hard on that. Alan Lewis, thank you very much for the Prime sub. Appreciate you as well. Don't forget, guys, by the way, I want to let you guys know, you're going to want to tune in Friday, noon Pacific time. Intel Live / Mod Workshop is back. We're going to be building a beautiful NZXT H9, and we're giving a PC away. So if you want to win a PC, Friday, noon Pacific time, it's about a 4-hour show. We're going to be building a full PC now, so it's going to be Mod Workshop plus Intel Live. Alex is going to be joining us. That should be really, really cool. So make sure you tune in. That's going to be a big thing. Set your clocks and potentially win a PC. So I'll let you guys know again. It'll be North America only, yes, for sure. So these small computers becoming popular versus the mid towers. I don't know if popular. I mean, some people just, I think they're more approachable. I think so. It's more of an option. I think SFF has always been a bit of a challenge to build in, but oops, sorry, totally knocked him out there. It's always been a bit of a challenge to build in, and that has gotten easier. So I think it's just that you're seeing more of them because people can do it now, right?
I think a lot of it is the footprint. Like people want to put it up on their desk and they don't want it to take up a ginormous amount of space.
And Steven's right, he said, like Steven, who's the person we're building this for, he said, my wife can't wait for the SFF to replace my mid-tower on the desk. His mid-tower case is a Corsair 1000D. I'm just kidding, it's not. That would be ginormous. It's got 83 fans, so. And Philip says he likes to build in SFF, which there's actually quite a few people who like to just do the builds in SFF, so. And I appreciate him trusting me to get to do so. Okay, so here we go right here. Let's get our GPU out, our stuff out here. There we go. And we'll cut this open. Oh, look, it's a brand new CPU. So I think, let's talk to Thomas Blondie, because I think the way that they're in the sheet, they come off weird. So I think there's something in there that he's gonna have to do, because I'm all I'm doing is pasting them in. But I think you can, in the paste or copy, there's something you can do just before you put them into chat to see that they work. But they are definitely there. So they just might need some modification. And let's ping Thomas and have him go in and edit them. Okay, so here we go. Let's get this in. Did you zoom? I'm assuming, oh, you didn't. Boom. We want it zoomed in, sir. I mean, zoomed in. You want the mad zoomies. Okay, here we go, guys. By the way, the one thing, and that video is gonna be out, is we did do a blind build, which was super cool. Blindfolded and everything. And there we go. You have 2 minutes, guys, to get in on those RAM click checks. Okay, so we got that in, and then we'll do our NVMe since we're waiting for it. I have not, Turdog. I'm gonna have to check that out. What is it? Is it just neat looking, or does it actually like extend your life, or is it one of those like for the unmentionable parts that we don't talk about? Like that's the extended, or what is it for? So 5080s, you can get pretty close to MSRP now, and I feel like the prices are going down. I know people are saying the 5080 Super is coming sooner rather than later. I don't know. Like the thing is like people say that stuff all the time, so I don't know if there's any weight to that. So I think the 5080 or 5090, I don't think there will be a 5090 Super. Let's be honest, there wasn't one last generation. So you can get a 5090 for close to MSRP. The 5080 Super is not going to be as powerful. So if you want something at that level and you want to pay the extra money, then a 5090 is a great card. 5080 is still it's the best performing in terms of NVIDIA and at a reasonable price. The Super has typically been a pretty healthy jump on the 80 series, but we don't know what that may not mean anything in terms of that may not mean anything in terms of what that'll be for this gen. Okay, we got a peel here. Ooh, I like the color. It's really nice. There we go. Yeah, Stinkable. There's also a lot of rumors on that side as well, so we'll have to see. There's rumors and rumors and rumors and rumors, you know? That seems to be the thing. Okay, here we go. Oh, there we go. Perfect. We got a little peel here. We'll take that care in a sec. This one's already open because we've already done it. Oh yeah, I remember the guy actually said tie. So and NVIDIA came back with the official response, which is both responses are totally fine. Tie or TI works. Yeah, I wait till official announcements, right? Because the other thing too is, let's just be honest, people fanboy and they just want their team to win, so they make crap up that sounds semi-good, and it's hard not to be like, okay, versus like reality. Heck, I think even the brands do that sometimes. Yeah, rumor is we're gonna get this score, and then you test it, you're like, yeah, that's not what you got, dude. So. Renee the dev, that's a good idea. Oh, now he's dodging. He's like prepared. Okay, here we go. There we go. And then we just got to do the peel here. Okay. No, it's in frame. Oh, the peel wasn't in frame. Okay. There we go. Okay, peel done. I nailed that. That's so good. Okay, there we go. Okay, it's time for the RAM clicks with the decimeter. I now know the official term. I just discovered the CPU holder. What is that? Blondie but geeky, sarcasm will get you well shoved over some waterfalls. Wow. That escalated quickly. Okay, so here we go, decimeter. Using the right term, not noise meter. I was corrected by Mr. Kevin Darby. He's like, I think it's called a decimeter. I think it's commonly referred to that. And it's like, commonly around here is referred to as the noise meter. The sound meter. Okay, there we go. Get those ready. I'll zoom out a tad. How about that?
You want to see that?
How do you, it's been a while since, he's been on vacation, so I've got to annoy him a little bit. If you want to be good to your people, if you want to not be a jerk.
Robey brings out the best in all of us. By best, I mean sarcasm and sass.
And sass, exactly. All the best things, all the things that make you grow, Brian. Okay, here we go, guys. What did we say it was going to be? And by the way, Shoom State, thank you for the sub. What did we say it was gonna be? 87. Oh, 97? Wow, okay. Don't forget, guys, hit the like on YouTube. 150 likes, $15 gift card. 200 likes, $20 gift card. 250 likes, $25 gift card. If we get a level 5 hype train, then it's a $10 gift card. And then level 10 is a $100 gift card. Or $50, sorry, $50 gift card, my bad. So let's make it happen. Here we go. Here's what are we gonna get here? 100! 100! Guys! Wow! Blondie was right for once. I mean, she's right all the time. That one was not 100. Where do you weigh in on glasses versus contact lenses? I weigh in on, I can't get the stupid contact lenses in my eyes. I've tried. It's like literally, I just cry the whole time, but yeah. That's really what it is. I think it really comes down to, I think I look good with glasses.
Yeah, I hate my face without glasses.
I hate your face in general, but yeah, I think I look better with glasses. And I really actually like the way these are. I do have the Oakley Metas, and I'm not sure, there's mixed responses. People said I should just show up one day and be wearing them and see what people say, but I think they're going to be more mixed than these ones.
Yeah, you're too delicate for that kind of feedback.
Someone needs a nap. Oh, from Blondie's like, Robey, you're going to be getting a timeout. What? Okay, here we go, guys. Cooler time. If I can find the cooler, there it is. Okay. I didn't even have coffee today. Honestly, like, I've had 2 protein shakes and that's all I've eaten today. It's just been a busy day. So, okay, there we go. I'm gonna have Mexican tonight, so that'll fill up my calories right there. Shanna says, I'm going to some new place in Bellevue, so I don't know, I've never eaten there. So we're not doing that cooler. We're doing the CryoRig C5CU. So a little bit of a different cooler. H9 Flow is going to be on Friday, guys, and we're giving away a PC at the same time. So make sure you tune in for Friday for the new Intel Live/Mod Workshop.
Looks like you need to slice this way.
No, I don't need to do nothing. I did it. Let's see, it's open. See? Okay. Okay. You're like, shut up, sir. No, we're giving, actually both PCs will be given away, but we'll have a PC that's already built that we're gonna be giving away, and then the H9 will be given away on YouTube. So, oh, sorry, not YouTube. We'll be given away on Instagram and TikTok. So we'll be giving both away, but only one will be, we'll also be doing one on stream. And then every other stream, the one will be given away on the stream. So there's like 8 shows, so you have like a four chances to win a PC on stream. Okay, here we go, guys. By the way, the way they take care of this stuff is so nice. Okay, so their packaging so good. Sounds like you do, sir. Sounds like you do. I'm sad because Splave gave me thermal paste and I left it at we'll have to use NTH2. Okay, here we go. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab our Wow stick. Ooh, that's really warm. Everything is just failing around here. Steven, do you want the light, do you want the RGB on the fan or not? Because I mean, you have the option. We could just leave it unplugged if you don't want to have the RGB shooting through the case. Your call. And then if you choose not to have the RGB, then you are officially banned from, I'm just kidding. That's not true. PC Guy, this is the same cooler I used in the E-Blaster. Yes. Okay, so let's get some thermal paste on this. But the good thing is that I figured out the PBO settings for this, so it should be good. So it runs fine. Whoa, what the heck?
You do it.
Apparently not. Lord. It's like, oh, okay. Man, I need to really work out more. Okay, here we go. I don't want to mess with this guy's build. So we'll skip thermal art just because I don't want to mess with this thing. He is lit for sure. Is that what he decided? I must have missed it. Sorry, I was not paying attention. My bad. I asked you a question and didn't pay attention. What did he say, Blondie? Did he say yes? You are a lit spicy nug. I don't. Are you talking to Are you talking to somebody I don't know about right now? What's going on? What's happening right now? Okay, here we go. There we go. Perfect. A lit spicy nug. Did you hear that? Yeah. Oh, did he tell us if he wants RGB or not though? I think that's my question. Steven, do you want RGB on the or no? What happens when you get hair? I would just wipe it off and re-put it on. But I don't have that much hair, so I don't know how that would happen. But I mean, if it does, I wouldn't keep it on there because that is going to keep you from getting the kind of coverage you want. You know. Okay, there we go. Steven, so just real quick, this fan lights up. Do you want the fan lit up or do you want it not lit up? Do you want it to, do you want to be able to see it through the case? Because it'll be white, but I mean, it'll just draw more attention, or do you want it just off? Because I just need, yes, you want it lit up. Oh, good, Braxel. Yeah, that's gonna be a cool build. Okay, so let's take this off. He said yes. Okay, good. No, it's not a vote. It's his system. So I don't want to vote. I don't want to vote. It's not, it's like in the end, the person needs to be happy as him. Okay. There we go. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna just make sure I'm installing this right. I don't know how I wouldn't, but oh shoot, forgot to put the
This song is making me hungry for chips and salsa.
I agree. I have to reapply thermal paste. I was trying not to, but it's gonna just have to happen because I forgot something. Where is my, there it is. Need more. Wow, I'm on fire here with this. Like a thermal paste noob today. Thermal paste all over my finger. It's just like, there we go. What's the question?
Are you sure it's safe to run X3D CPU with an ASRock board?
Yes, I am very, they've done a lot of BIOS fixes. In fact, they're running a campaign right now to show people that it's safe now. So yes, the BIOS fixes are out. And so there's no issues anymore. And even if there was, or whatever it was, like in the thing, it's like it's still covered under warranty both by AMD and, but yes, they have fixed them. You're supposed to taste it first? Yeah, it does. No, the reason I took it off is because I had to, I forgot to add these red little jelly things that the stuff sits in, so I needed to make sure that there was a full spread. I'm okay with keeping it on the top. I'm gonna go ahead and take it off of the cold plate just in case, but there we go. I just need to recover it. There was no hair in it though, Braxel. Okay, here we go. Okay. Okay, I am doing this right. So I don't know how else to. I didn't think I could mess it up, but I'm just asking. Yeah, I bothered. Yes, I'm an idiot. Did come say hi and bothered me. Yes, not bother though. That's not the right term.
It's not like we didn't have time. We were standing in line for 2 hours.
Yeah. Okay, there we go. Get them started. There you go. So do 3 turns. And 4 turns, I think. I'm just gonna alternate here. It's a good sound. Very good sound. Oh, that one's done. That one's done. That one's done. Okay, all of them are in. Just gonna make sure they're really tight. There you go. Okay, that's in. Oh, looks like we got a super chat. What's the best 360 IO cooler for the 9950 X3D? Top performing one right now is the Lian Galahad 2, the Asus Ryujin 3. If you want to do expensive, like not the extreme, just the Ryujin 3. are your two options. The other one too is the NZXT Kraken Elite 360. Either one of those is good. Dirty. Okay, now we're just gonna flick this on. Okay, cool, there we go. And now we take this. Oops, sorry. Thank you. Now let's reseat it so people can see it. There we go. Pretty straightforward. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is put in our stuff. The cool thing is that the one thing that's really nice about this small form factor cooler is it actually has a daisy chainable fan, which is nice. So plug that into a CPU fan, which is dark gray on this one. Then we're gonna take this one, plug it in right here, and then we'll worry about cable managing it once we get inside the case. There we go. All right, cool. All of that is in. Oh, that's a good, I love the Alienware at 34 inches. 2 sticks is actually ideal from a performance standpoint because of the memory controller. A lot of them have 4, but that's why like really high performance boards like the Apex boards from Asus only use 2 RAM sticks. So 2 RAM sticks is actually the ideal amount. Okay, so I'm gonna do this just for now, and then if I need to, I shouldn't need to put anything else in here, but if I need to, I'll take care of this later. But for now, let's just get it cable managed. There we go. I got some couple clear zip ties, so you won't even see them. They're hidden. They're invisible clear zip ties. Just to make it a little bit cleaner on this part. There we go. Can you see the zip ties? You can. That's unfortunate. They're not invisible. Green Skull is here? What's up? Really? Wow, that's cool, dude. It's been a while. I know you've been killing it, right? Like as I've been following along. Okay, here we go. Get that one in. Yeah, postage stamp size motherboard. Okay, so there we go, guys. The Mobo. There we go, guys. The Mobo is completely ready to go. And now we're just gonna get inside the case. And the case is small. Okay, here we go. Fractal Terra. Little case, little small motherboard. Now at least this one, I mean, honestly, this one is much easier to build in than the E-Blaster one. That E-Blaster was a bit of a situation. Though I'm still thinking we might have to worry about the Gen 4 riser cable on this, so we'll set it to Gen 4 just to be safe. But we'll test it, right? But that's an easy thing to fix now that we know. There we go. Okay, take that out. User's guide. Okay. Boom. There it is, guys. Honestly, they do such a good job of packaging these. I loved it when this case came out. It's like Fractal was at like a golden age of SFF between this and the Ridge. Yeah, there's some really nice cases here. Yeah, the Era. What's up, Booley? Yeah, it's Green Skull. It actually hit me. That like I had to like figure out how to turn secure boot, that I didn't have secure boot on. It was my son actually. So. Oh, it messed up your whole motherboard? Hey, what's up, RT Final Bosses here? Yeah, but we luckily Aaron's didn't. The one we didn't have to do anything to get it back. But it was kind of this. Aaron's like, I don't understand. And so like I had to sit down and like he had to take over my game and I had to figure out how to fix it. I was like, oh, okay. And it has to be. It can't be set to auto. It has to be set to on. Okay, here we go, guys. Look at how tiny. It's so tiny. Look, it's so tiny. Such a tiny case. Okay, so we just pull this off. There we go. And then pull this up. And then right here. There we go. Pull this up. And then right here. And there we go. Case is stripped. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, I do understand there's a lot of hacker issues with the beta. That's unfortunate. That's what I've been told. I haven't read that myself or anything like that. I've been told that hackers were rampant in the beta. I just died a lot. In the game. So, okay, here we go. Let's get all our stuff out here. Do not eat. Kobe. Donut eat. There we go. There's that one. Let's see what else we got here. We got another twisty tie over here. All the twisty ties, guys. There we go. Another twisty tie. And accessories. There we go. I don't know if this, you might not be able to use this one. Maybe one of the, we could put them like, the thing is that a lot of times you just secure them in the corner, right? So they'll stay because they're like nice and small and thin. But I'll see if this fits when we get a little further. Okay. Okay, now for the fun part. Now, what I want to do is I need to get the Mobo in first, and I want to get the Mobo in to make sure that we have the clearance for the cooler. So that's what I'm going to work on first, and then we'll get the other parts on. So, including the GPU and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so this is out right here. We might have just enough clearance and then we'll be fine. So, which would be ideal. Okay, got some zip ties. Always makes me happy. You got a microfiber cloth. There you go, Steven. Free microfiber cloth with every purchase. SSD tray. There we go. There's our Mobo screws.
Blue Horse Studios.
Hey, what's up, dude? Bird Breezer, thank you very much for the sub as well. RAM, There we go. PSU, we'll worry about that later. Put these in here. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Here. Whoa, Zenu dropping 20 gifted subs. Dude, you are so generous. Thank you very much, sir, for that. Huge. Okay, here we go. Am I... There we go. That looks good. Boom. That looks good in there. Yeah, I'm going to zoom out a little bit here so you guys can see it. Looks like we actually have quite a bit of room. Like there's plenty of clearance for this cooler, which is nice. There we go. We got RT Final Boss chilling with us. Okay, here we go. Let's get our screws in. I know, we'll see, Lord. We'll set it down. We tried it with the E-Blaster, and it was, if you set the PBO correctly, it actually runs great, and you still get the benefits. Has about 2,000 less Cinebench score, but for gaming and everything else, it's still really good. Here we go. Okay, so that's all in. So let's do our small form factor screws and, case and stuff or things here. So USB 3 first. There we go. USB-C next. And finally, front panel connector should be right there. Perfect. Okay, so we got all those in now. So once we get our PSU in, we'll be good. Let's just check what we're gonna do now, because I definitely know we have enough room for our cooler. Our air cooler's fine. Let's go ahead and do our GPU, and then we'll do our PSU. And because then if all that works, then we're in good shape. No, I forgot about this. Go. Take this off. It's just so I can get to the screw for the GPU. There you go. Other side. You don't have to do this, but I'll be honest, for the screws, just the ease of doing the installation on this is always easier. There we go. That's just to make sure that we can get to the there we go. Oh, 1 second, babe. Sorry. My wife texted me. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now we got that off. just gonna, so the thing is like, on this case, these are really hard to get to. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this installed real quick. There we go. There we go, perfect. Okay, now let's get the GPU in. Level 4 hype train, guys. Remember, if we get to level 5, 14 seconds. If we get to level 5, then we'll give away a $10 gift card. So if we can get one person really quickly. Oh, I hate that I just saw this. Maybe 2, 1. There it goes. We tried. We tried. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Little small gray GPU. Ooh, I like that. Look at that. It's a nice looking GPU there. Ooh, I like that a lot. Look at that. Nice, right? So the 5080 is about 15%-ish more powerful than a 5070 Ti. Man, it's okay. Let's grab that question from Braxel, Blondie. And Braxel, thank you for being so inquisitive. I'll be honest. I actually really appreciate that you ask questions and you aren't afraid to. I think that is a very good thing. You don't need to apologize, Turdog. Turdog over here apologizing because of personal preference. No, sir, you're not forgiven. There we go. Do we have any other plastic on this? I feel like there was a little bit. Oh, there's a little bit here. A little bit here. Making sure there's no plastic on this fine gentleman's PSU. Oh, GPU. No more plastic, guys. You excited, Brian? You look excited. Genuinely excited.
It's a shame that the cameras aren't on me with all my excitement.
Man, this is a very nice and thin GPU, though. I like it. Okay.
Thank you, Joshua.
Braxel, I actually answered that question. If you go to, you asked that question, and I actually answered that on TikTok, specifically your question. So go watch the video. It only takes about 90 seconds, and you'll know your answer that I recommended for you. Okay, I need to make sure I can get this out. So yeah, here we go. You want to make sure you have lots of leverage here. There we go. Woo! You always got to have the right tool for the job. You know what I'm saying? You know? Screwdriver's not long enough. It's on, Braxel, it's on YouTube Shorts as well. So it's on YouTube Shorts, which you can just search for, you can look for the question, 5070 Ti versus 5080. Okay, here we go. Let's grab our GPU here. There we go. Perfect. That looks great in there. Look at that. That is so small. Okay. That is in there, sealed, looks good. Wow, that's what I love about this case. Okay, so let's put our parts back on now. Oh geez, what'd you do? Oh, that was just him being crazy. It was an accident.
My gimbal hit the wrong button.
Oh, your gimbal did it, sir.
The gimbal controlled by me, I will admit, yes.
Okay, we're just putting the brace back on. So Turdog, they've been fixed with BIOS issues. I know that there were issues before, but the BIOS has been fixed. They have fixes out and that they're safe now. But they were a problem before. Brian, they want to know if you went on staycation or vacation.
I went on a vacation. I took my family on a road trip. We did like, I don't know, it must have been like 3,000 miles. Went down to Arizona for a couple weeks. And saw lots of family along the way. So yeah, it was good.
I feel blessed that Brian answered your question.
Well, we share the same excitement, so.
That is true.
No monsoons this trip. My parents live down there, so we go pretty much every year.
Did you get to do your Saturday PC build you were doing? Yes, I did, and it was funny. And it was blindfolded, which was super cool. I've never done that before. I tried it before, but I actually did a blindfolded build, and Brian filmed it. And I did pretty good, actually. Even Brian said so, that's high praise. Why is this not going in? So this one, oops.
Yeah, the heat, it was, usually when we go down in the summer into Arizona, it's like 115. So this year, it really only got to about 108, 110 maybe.
Oh, that's totally normal.
And it was marketably better. But I only got in the pool once because it was like 103 degrees getting in.
That seems fine.
It was like hot tub, like a ginormous hot tub.
Wow.
So no thanks. Yeah, exactly, Bloody. It's mild. But we did do the what is it called? The
Okay, case is back together.
medieval times. So we did like the eat with your hands horse show thing. That was pretty cool.
I mean, when you just look at this thing, it's just like, it's so crazy, right? Like, it's all like small. It's so tiny. It's so tiny. There's plenty of room. Okay, let's get the GPU and all that stuff in. Okay, PSU. Brian had a great time. You know, I know, because he came back refreshed. He was like, I'm ready to work. Put me into overtime. I was like, whoa, calm down. There we go. I love how small these PSUs are, dude. So beautiful.
All these miniature things that must remind you of playing with your dolls.
Yep, it does. Look at it. So small. You know what I mean? It's so tiny. There we go. He wants to know if you'll want to come over to Braxel's house and mow his yard. Braxel's like, come mow my yard, Brian.
I'll bring my lawn tractor.
Yeah, he does have a lawn tractor. He has a pretty sizable yard.
I do have a big yard. I've got a lawn tractor. I don't have any kind of like country hat though, but I have ridden my lawnmower with a muscle tee on. So.
Oh. I like how like you're like trying to sit there and like, my legitimacy is determined by.
I refuse to listen to country music.
Come see me ride my lawn tractor.
My wife thinks my tractor's sexy.
Okay, so this is good. Need to grab our cables here. PSU power cable. I like country. I like some country music. I don't remember who, but I like them. I have some on my. Hold on. I'll Jordan something. Let me look it up. Here we go. Just because this is curious. This is always everybody wants to know. No, they don't. Nobody actually really wants to know, but I like to pretend that they want to know. Songs. Let's see. Dude, Jordan. Jordan Davis. I like Jordan Davis a lot. So he's good. Yeah, Jordan Davis is the one that I have on there. I have some other people, but I don't remember their names, so I can't even search them up. Okay, so this is CPU.
Yes, sir, dog. Totally good. With Nickelback, absolutely. I'm actually gonna go see Creed tomorrow.
You know who I found out? You know, Derek, who I bring to church, my personal trainer.
Yeah.
He's going to Creed.
No way.
Yeah, so he'll be there. So yeah, there's actually a couple. I was like, is it at White River Amphitheater? He's like, how did you know?
Yeah.
I was like, because Brian's going.
Yeah. Long live Creed.
With Hobbs. You're going with Hobbs, right?
No.
Oh no, that's a different one.
Hobbs, him and I are going to the Dayseeker concert. That's next week. Next Monday, so.
That's this one. There's our big one. That should be all the cables I need. The rest of these just go in here. Okay. There we go. There we go. Okay. Power cable. CPU cable. Should I put it on top down, or you got it? You got it. You're good. You got it. There we go. There's that power cable. And then we have our CPU cable, and that's it. There we go. There's all of our cables. Okay.
Is it hard to find a modular PSU that's so tiny?
No, actually these are most of them I think for small form factor end up being this size. Okay. Okay, now for the screwing it in part. Now I do as many screws as I can. I'll get 2 down here, but there's one in the corner I won't do because you have to take like the whole bit off, and it's like will be secured with 5 screws, so I'm not overly worried about it. There we go. 1. There's 3 on that side. I lied, I am gonna take this off. Okay. So hoping not to, but I wanna make sure this is secure. Just can't quite get to it. There we go. Oh, I was like, where'd that go? A little bit of extra work, but it's always worth it to make sure that it's right. There we go. Okay. Okay, so we got all those in now. Okay, so now we can put this back on. They do make this really easy, like even to get to the little bracket parts and all that sort of stuff, just to... One thing I gotta do is I just realized, gotta take that out again. Oh, I know, that's fine. Okay, that's right, that's mine. There we go. Screw that in nice and tight here. Perfect. Okay. Make sure that's on 4. There we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. Put this in. Put the power cable in. There we go. There's that. Now, time to run all these. Then we'll figure out cable management here. There we go. Go. Okay. Now we just have this last bit, which is our GPU cable. And it's 90 degrees, which I think is awesome. Fortunately, the MSI is painted the wrong way. Ooh, okay. But here's what you do. I'll be right back, which is fine. We're always prepared for these situations. Okay, so what we'll do, take our little cable extension here. Okay. And now we can run this down and in between. Okay, now we just got to figure out our put that right there. Okay, now we just got to figure out our cable management goals here, which are always high. Okay. Pull this through. There we go. Make those like small and tight here. So I can, there you go, look at that. Nice clean bend there, it looks nice. Oh, hold on. Okay, what we're doing here is we're just going to make sure this looks clean. There we go. There we go. That takes care of those. Those look nice and good. Get this out. Can probably there we go. It's a little bit thinner zip ties for that part. There we go. Oops, that's the wrong color. Hey, wait a minute, what's going on here? Okay, get that in. Just to keep it a nice, clean look there. Parts list? Yeah, let's go through the parts list real quick. Okay, so parts list for this build are, here you go right here. It's a Ryzen 7 9800X3D. For the, let me get this set. For the motherboard, we have the ASRock B850i Lightning, which is a 850, so we got Gen 5 riser, we got Gen 5, PCIe, and we have Gen 5 NVMe, should you decide to upgrade. And this is actually really easy to get to the NVMe spot. We have the MSI Ventus 3XOC RTX 5080. We have a 990 Pro 2TB Gen 4 NVMe drive. We have G.Skill Flare X5 32 gigs of DDR5 at 6000 megatrans for CL36. The Fractal Terra Mini ITX and Graphite, the Noctua, it's actually Noctua, it's the Cryorig CU5, and then the Cooler Master V1100 SFX PSU. So those are all the parts that are inside of today's build, and I'll let you switch cables or whatever you're gonna do there. Okay, so last little bit of cable here. Yeah. There we go. Okay. Here's that. Try to get this zip tied together here. Keep that controlled. That's what we want, right? So when you open it up, it looks like an actual real build, like a nice clean build. Okay. One more zip tie. And just to, why you're jumping out on me like that. So just to hold this 16 pin down. Okay, we're bending this up so it gives me a little bit more. I need to grab it there. There we go. There we go, guys. Okay, there is our build. Looks pretty good. Okay, let's get our covers on. Oh, wrong way. Yep, wrong side. And I know it's like a one-way fits all thing. There's that one. Let's grab our second one. There we go. Now for the final part of the sandwich, the topper. And there it is, guys. 9800X 3D 5080 system inside of the Fractal Terra. Dude, that thing had plenty of room in terms of building and stuff like that. Let's do our zip tie count really quick. Ugh. Zip tie. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5, 7. Nope, the backside is the thing is about this, and I'll point this out here in a minute. So seven zip ties. There you go. Odd today. So somebody was asking real quick, Brian. They said, "Oh, the back here. There's no like, it just stays open like that." That's because this middle thing can shift from one side to the other. And so the thing is that that's why there's no covering here, because if you want to have a larger GPU, you can move it over so there's less room for the CPU cooler, or if you want to have a larger CPU cooler, you can move it over so there's less room for the GPU, etc. Right? So given that both sides right now fit no problem, that's why we have it the way that we have it set. And there's a little in the center here. These little orange things right here, these allow you to unscrew, and then you can shift the whole center plate both from here and on the bottom, and that allows you to move the center to create that shift depending on what you need more room for, which is actually pretty cool. Okay. So let's get all of our stuff put away. we go. Yeah, and that's the thing, is like every time it's like you think, hey, maybe I'll be able to get some more airflow in there, but the problem is that I could do it underneath the motherboard. But like looking under here just realistically, there is some room. Not a ton though. Yeah, there's not really a ton of room because we had to use that expansion here. So adding a fan would be hard. There we go. Okay, let's do a wipe down real quick. Okay, there we go. Let's get it turned on. Turn it on. Hopefully this is less issue than the E-Blaster, but the one thing I will say is this one's much easier to get into and fix issues, troubleshoot issues with. Okay. There we go. There it is. HDMI. Okay, let's get this over here. Okay, did we do the will it post? Because if I just want to make sure, because we're going to turn it on in just a second. I'm gonna have to set Gen 4. We'll have to see. We're gonna see when we do. Yes, you're good. Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1. There it is. It's lit up on the other side. There you go. Let's see what happens here. Waiting, waiting, waiting. Still waiting. We got RGB. Okay, let me just make sure this hasn't posted to the motherboard. Do I have a banana for scale? Yes, I do. Oh, it is posting. It is posting. It just took a while. There you go, banana for scale right there. So there is your banana for scale. And then we'll jump in. It is posted though. I'm gonna check to see if it shows up over here too. Definitely showed up. I wonder if it's, I might have to check the Gen 4. Oh, well, he did a test though, so. Okay. So we are posted, just so you know, looking at capture here. So there we go. We are in, and there's the NVIDIA app, so it definitely is working. Okay, so let me do this. Okay, so we do have it here too. Just gonna unplug from here. So it is definitely posted. Okay, we have both. Yay, we're in. I will say, and I know Brian wasn't here, but you know, oh well, let me do the hold on in there. Make the there it is. Okay, let's the actual AI, the CPU cooler is quieter than what was on my E-Blaster. So I'm wondering if temps are going to be better. Okay, let's see here. Let's go to 150%. There we go. Bring this over. There's no really, what color RGB do you want the fan to be? I don't need to look at them. So we can get the one fan color. Hardware info. Nope. CPU ID. Steven, what color do you want for your RGB? Well, that's not, you're Sergeant Nobody. Always, everybody says purple. Except for it's not your system, guys. We did orange and red on the last one. Okay, and this is called the Phantom Gaming B650i Lightning. Orange, okay. Lightning. Wi-Fi, okay, there it is. So we're just gonna grab the RGB here. Download. Okay. Azart Polychrome. There we go. There we go. Let it install. Oh, some of these are old, right? That's 12.5. We'll have to see if the, there's a new one, but yeah, we'll have to see if this works. I'm assuming it will. Getting it up there. So Patriot, we pre-put BIOSes and we've already updated the BIOS and all that stuff to make sure that it's good to go. Okay, orange is the color. The black and the orange would look good though. Okay, make sure Cinebench is ready. Oh no, it's not even on here, okay. Okay, get Cinebench on here. Okay, detecting peripherals. That seems like a good sign. Detecting the peripherals. That build went pretty quick, actually. Yeah, like super fast, way faster than I kind of thought it would be. I think I'm a little bit hurt from the E-Blaster. Not that the E-Blaster was just a challenge.
Well, you almost did the blindfolded build in the same amount of time.
Oh, really?
Not quite. Close.
Braxel, yes, we do. So it's only thing that's on here is just the stuff we install. Let me look at the... While it's doing this, it's just installing all the things. See what the idle temp is. Never measure idle temp as anything to, just so you know, I always like to see. So 54, that's awesome. For a small form factor, this thing is keeping it 54. Okay, so we'll do onboard LED. We're gonna do select all channel, static, and he wants to do orange. Did it go orange? That's kind of yellow. That's more orange. How orange can we go? Oh, there. See, that's a nice orange. There we go. There we go. You want to just shoot a little bit of B-roll of that, and then I'll get everything else ready. Yeah, whatever you want to do. Okay. You took over? Okay, there you go. Okay. There we go, guys. There you go. A little bit on the other side. Let's do it. Yeah, you could totally put this in your backpack. I know people who do that. And there we go, guys. Yeah, it's a nice little awesome tiny build. The GPU doesn't need cooling. It's in quiet mode, so only when it's running will the fans run. So if they don't need to run, they just don't. Saves energy, so it's efficiency. So that's why they're not running. No, there's doing an airflow on this doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I think that's going to be it for Brian. He's going to say goodbye. We're going to finish up our stuff and actually do some thermals on this thing here in a second and make sure that everything's good there. Right now we're just doing a little bit of setup stuff, letting it finish up its setup stuff. Renee the Def, they're great systems.
Thank you all. It was good to see you. We'll see you on Friday for the big show.
For Mod Workshop, yeah. Okay, we're good there. Okay, let's restart. Okay, here we go, restarting. Yeah, thanks, Blue Horse. Yeah, see, the audio never messed up when it was just up in the front. You know, figured that out was Connor. Connor's like, oh, he's like, just do this. But he didn't think of this idea, which your idea was better in terms of just getting it up there. Oh, that sounds weird. Leaving it on the front. Okay, we're just restarting, guys, and then we'll be able to finish our thermal stuff. And then again, guys, while we're waiting, do not forget, Friday, noon Pacific time, we're gonna be doing the new Intel Live / Mod Workshop. We're gonna be giving away a PC. That's gonna be happening on Friday, starting at noon Pacific time. We're building inside of the NZXT H9. It's gonna be a beautiful build. That build will be given away via Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So that should be super, super awesome. So that's happening as well. And then lastly, we'll have Alex back. So you'll have the Intel Live show, plus basically a full build. It should be a really, really great show. And that'll be happening Friday this week, and then another one on Thursday next week in partnership with Fantech. So we'll have special guests from Intel, from case manufacturers, all that sort of stuff. So it'll be worth tuning in for interviews, builds, giveaways, and all that sort of stuff as well. So that's going to be super fun. So please make sure you tune in and join us and potentially walk away with a PC. I didn't see Tater Nut's question. I missed what he said. All right, so we got CPU. Oh, let's just, I didn't mean to do that. Turn on the OSD. Let's see what this says. So we got everything there. Make sure our display settings are correct. Might go down to 125 from 150. There you go. Drivers. Oh, there's a new driver. Awesome. I missed that. Okay. Let's go to just make sure their OSD is good. Preview. Okay, we see our CPU temp and our GPU temp are good. Okay, perfect. Let our driver install. All right, so there's no update. Okay, so that's all good. Just waiting for the install of this, and then we'll be good to go. Okay, that's ready to go. Make sure we have the latest drivers, all that sort of jazz. Oh, Polychrome will not work with the Tough Mobo and an MSI 5070 Ti. Because the 5070 Ti does not have RGB, I'm not worried about it on this. Polychrome works with ASRock motherboards. Asus uses Armory Crate, and then MSI uses MSI Center. So again, it really comes down to you need to make sure that you try to pair your GPU with your CPU, because in certain cases, like for instance, you then have to have Armory Crate and MSI Center and all that stuff to change your GPU or your RGB. But because we don't have any RGB on this thing, we don't have to worry about it, if that makes sense. Thank you, Renee the Dev. How are we doing likes on YouTube, guys? Okay, guys, we need 45 more likes. There's definitely enough people here. Let's get those last 45 likes so we can do the $15 giveaway. Okay, so now we go. We got that. Okay, so let's see how our temps are going to be here, and if we need to play with PBO or anything like that. Accept. $9800X3D package temp file advanced. 10 minutes. Start. No, look at that. It's keeping it. That's better than what mine. Okay, there's 95C, so we can go down there, but that one ran way better than mine did. So it's definitely topping out but it takes a little while. I'm curious what GPU temp, what it's going to be like when gaming, because this thing actually did a much better job in terms of keeping it under control. Brax, it'll be probably early September. But we can let's look at our PBO and see if we can just get that under control real quick. So we're gonna stop that. So it's close, but it actually held it for a while, which is actually good. Can you move the side cam into frame? Oh, thank you. Okay, here we go. Yeah, just so you can see it, just focus on the build. I'll get it. Oh, I'll get it. So it's more like this. Okay, let's see here. Performance. Gaming mode. Performance preset auto, GPU, GFX, overclocking mode, TDP to 105 watts. Okay, there we go. So that should, let's do that. Let me just make sure that my DRAM is, where's my, main, let's go to F6. Let's go to, and then you can set it, here's where you can do stuff for TJ Maxx. But I'm just gonna turn it on auto. So we'll set it to. Okay, there we go. Profile, there we go, Expo. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we set it to 105 watts, which should bring the temp down, so we'll see if that does. If not, we'll set the TJ Maxx to a temperature of 85, and then that'll auto-control it. So one of those two things will work, and then we'll have the X3D under control. Oh, did you guys see any of that? Could you guys see? You guys could see that, right? I didn't, let me know if you can't see anything. Oh, congratulations, Alias. Oh, man. I'm sorry, guys. I just realized that I did all that stuff and you guys couldn't see it. So I'll show you again. I got to wait for it to reboot. Oh, here. I'll do this. Okay, so you should. I just realized, oops. Okay, oh, nope. I didn't get it fast enough. Okay, I'm gonna reboot this. Sorry about that. Yeah, but did you see me play in the BIOS at all or no? No, I mean when I was in the BIOS, could you see the BIOS or no? I think the answer is no. Okay, so here we're in the BIOS. So what I did is I went to, okay, let's make sure. So we went to Advanced, Oversee Tweaker, and then what I did is I set the performance preset thermal limit. I set TDP, I started here, TDP to 105. So I set the TDP down for the CPU. And then the simple, and then in the other menu, I went here and I set it to Profile Expo, so we're good there. Now I'm not gonna throttle, if this doesn't work and we still get at 95, what I'll do is I'll then set my TJ Max to like 85 or probably 90, and then that'll just automatically throttle. So that's what I basically did there. All right, well, I want to make sure that you guys can see it. All right, let's try this again. Okay, so let's see here. So it's running 57. Let's run Cinebench. There we go. Yeah, even here, it's still, see, it's not letting 100, it's not letting 105 watts. But the temp, look, it's keeping it lower. Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, so it didn't stay at 105 watts, but, okay, so we'll stop this. Do it one more time. Okay, jump in. All right, so let's go to OC Tweaker. Let's set it to 88. Okay, let's see if that works. I did save it. Okay, here we go. Let's get up here, CPU ID, Cinebench. Let's see how this does. So we've just set it so it won't hit a max temperature and keeps it away from the top end. Turn the OSD off on here just out of curiosity for now. Okay, do start. Now this should be not hit anything above 88. There it goes, yep. And there we go, perfect. There we go, we fixed it. So now it's sitting at 88 degrees. It'll never go above 88 degrees. And it's keeping it at 130 watts, which is fine. And we're still, let's see what our Cinebench score ends up being. But yeah, now we've got it under control. So we're keeping it low. We could even make it, we could let it go up to 90 if we wanted to, but again, small form factor. So we're good there. So that's why I like, a lot of people know that you can play with these things, and this will make sure it's stable. And there we go, sitting at a little at 21. So it's about 4,000 from a productivity standpoint. It's about 4,000 to 5,000 lower. But at the same time, I could put it up to 92 and give it a little bit more power. But at this point in time, like, this is great. It's really kind of about gaming. It's the productivity. It's at a nice thermal spot, so it's never going to go above a certain temperature. Oh, sorry. Yeah. My bad. There you go. So here it is right here. 88. It's just going to stay at 88. So we're good thermally. We got it at where it should be. We could even make it 90 if we wanted to. If we wanted to give it a little bit more power, let me know, Steve, and we can do that when we're done. Okay, so let's take a look at gaming temps now. Let's open up GPU Tweak. Okay, and Steam, library. There you go. And there's no stability issues because you saw it run through Cinebench. And we'll run a full 30-minute run, and there's some other things that we run through to do burn-in for this, but yeah, it's super stable, which is great. And you get all the benefits of the X3D. There we go. It should be stable. Wrong kind of stable. Okay, let's go to continue with account, without account, play. Let's see what our gaming temps are going to be like, and just what the performance is going to be like on this. So that package wattage was just for the CPU, 3 de Niro, not the GPU. The GPU will pull more wattage. That was just the CPU. So Dante, I didn't use the PBO setting. I just set in the overclocking. You can go back in the BIOS. In Fantex, in ASRock, you can set a TJ Max for temperature, which is, Asus has a similar one. There's a bunch. We can just say like, hey, don't let it get above this temperature. And then it regulates the wattage automatically to keep the temperature there. See, right now it's 57 and it's pulling. This doesn't show wattage of the GPU, so I could pull it from here. Okay, so let's see how it goes from here. Okay, video. Graphics, ray tracing ultra, DLSS, transformer. We'll leave it on auto. We now have frame generation on. We're going to change it to balance because that's what we're actually at. We're at 2560 by 1440. Let's actually go up to ray tracing overdrive, transformer, DLSS, auto, high, no frame generation. We're going to set it to balanced. And then let's take a look at this one. This will be a good test of CPU and GPU temps while gaming, which right now are in the 70s, which is totally fine. 83, 84, but it'll drop back down once we get into the thing. So look at that. See, it didn't even get to TJ Max there. So so in other words, it's not hitting TJ Max on what we limited it to. So so right now for gaming, it's getting full power without any problem whatsoever. And then now it's sitting to that nice thing at 70. We're getting 74 frames per second with ray tracing, path tracing, all that sort of stuff at 1440p with beautiful GPU's at 73, CPU's at 72, and it is running no issue at all, which is great. So look at that, that's awesome. Definitely putting out some heat, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, doing great. It's okay to do the droop. And there you go, guys. No thermal issues now. No, it's just, this thing is ready to rock and roll. And it's gonna perform like crazy, which is so good. And there it is, 84 frames per second. Minimum SP is 7291, so well within 60 the whole time. If you wanted to do multi-frame generation, he would have no problem running that because it's well above 60 FPS at native. So yeah, this is gonna be awesome. And there you go, guys. That is the build, which actually went really quick. And there it is. Oh yeah, from a laptop standpoint, this would crush a laptop. Even a 5090 laptop, by far. So there it is, guys. There is our little amazing Fractal Terra 9800X3D RTX 5080 build with that beautiful CryoRig CU5 cooler. We've got it tuned. It's ready to go in that regard, and it is. I don't know. What do you guys think? We're at 136. We need 14 more likes to give away a $15 gift card. I got to build 150 more for the rest of you. Steven, are you happy with how it came out? Yeah, you can sip it. Yeah, it almost kind of looks like it, right? If you slide it on the side, and then that looked like a little grill right there with the orange. Steven, what did you think? Zenu's like, I'm gonna build one of these. Yeah, and it would fit in a carry-on. Oh, yes, I am. There you go. Steven's happy, and he's happy with temps and everything else, and I just unplugged it. Sorry about that. That was good. I just accidentally unplugged it. There we go. There it is. It's all lit up. So there it is. 8 likes to go, guys. Let's get it out. Thank you very much, Jeremy. I'm glad that you like it. Okay, Steven, I will. As long as you're happy, dude. Plugging is overrated. I'm due for an upgrade. Any downside to SFFR or traditional? So Defect, I just answered a question not that long ago about that, but let's go ahead and clip that one, Blondie. So SFF, the one thing is that they have a tendency to run hotter. They don't have as much expansion room, but performance and everything else like that is actually really, really good. So it's not like they take up less desk space, but for sure from a performance standpoint, right, there's always things to worry about from that stuff. So hold on one sec, guys. So yeah, there's not much else outside of that. What were the parts for the build? So the parts for this build were the AMD Ryzen 7 9800X3D. We had the ASRock Phantom Gaming B850i Lightning Wi-Fi. We had the MSI Ventus 3X OC RTX 5080. We had a 2TB Samsung 990 Pro. We had the G.Skill FlareX 32 gig 6000 mega transfer CL36 RAM. We had the Fractal Terra Mini ITX Graphite case, and then we had the Cooler Master V1100 SFX PSU. The only thing that we didn't do is we actually ended up using the CryoRig CU5 instead of the Noctua NHL9A. So that is all the parts and everything that we had inside of this build. So let's do the giveaway real quick, and then we'll shut it out and call it a day. Okay, so going to commands. Giveaways, $15 card up for grabs here. There we go. Okay, guys, 2 minutes starting that giveaway right now. Exclamation point community, and there we go. do 2 minutes. 1 minute and 39 seconds. Okay, guys, also, please head over to discord.gg/Robeytech. I don't know if you guys have been seeing for the last couple weeks, we've been doing this new series of asking questions and all that sort of stuff that have been showing up on TikTok and Instagram and all that sort of stuff. So if you have questions, ask them here, ask them in Discord, ask all those places, because you'll never know, you might be the next video, and we call out the winners and all that sort of stuff. I know Braxton, you've had a number of there. We had a guy named Shockwave. So we answer questions that you guys ask, and sometimes those end up as videos. So if you have questions, please head over to our YouTube channel, Instagram, TikTok, ask your questions on the actual question ones, or do us a favor and do it here too as well. So your call, guys, but would love to get more support for asking questions. Not sure if it's one or the other. Oh well, laugh out loud. Okay, so we're 30 seconds, guys. 30 seconds. Okay. Almost done, guys. He's at the door. He's at the door. He forgot to do we have one more thing to shoot. Okay, Justin, what makes you decide on brand to use for the GPU? That's a great question, and we'll definitely answer that one, but to just give you an answer, it has everything to do with the motherboard we use. So if we're gonna use an ASRock motherboard, if we could use an ASRock GPU, we would. The main reason we do that is because we wanna use the same RGB control for all of them. The only thing where it matters a little less is if there's no RGB on the actual GPU itself. But for instance, if we use an ASUS GPU, we're gonna try and ASUS motherboard, we try to use an ASUS GPU, etc. And that's just so you don't have a lot of bloatware on top of your builds, taking up all your RAM and all that sort of stuff. Okay, and we have picked up our winner. We have picked our winner, and our winner was Figment for Life. Figment for Life was the winner. Congratulations, Figment. You are the winner. Anyway, guys, that is it for us today. Thank you so much for watching the show. I really appreciate you guys. We are back again Friday, noon Pacific time for the brand new Intel Live Mod Workshop. Also, when I get back from vacation, we'll be going back to 3 streams per week. I just gotta make sure we have enough content to get me while I'm off in Alaska. Appreciate you. Have an absolutely amazing rest of your day, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye, guys.
If you'd like a written transcript of tonight's Robeytech broadcast, please contact Blondie but Geeky. She'll be happy to give you a notepad and a pen so you can start writing down everything you hear.